Child, another day of me cussing these insurgents out on Twitter, but I'm gonna bring it over here for the audio visual learners. Now I'm gonna start this off by saying this. I've said it a million times before, I strongly believe that everyone should be able to vote for whoever the they want to vote for. At the same time, I also strongly believe that you need to assess the situation and prioritize properly in order to secure your freedoms in this country. And what we need to do right now is prioritize winning. And the only way we can win is to make sure that the Republicans are defeated, not splitting votes, not being ideological, but being practical, logical, and mathematical in our approach to get these fascists out of our legislature. Okay, let's go. For those of y'all who are still being conned into supporting and donating to Cornell West or any of these other people, third parties, Jill Stein and minor parties, whatever, here is irrefutable proof that not only can these people not win, but that they know they cannot win, even if by some miracle, every Democrat abandoned Harris for him in every state that he's on the ballot. Cornel West is a op. And I'm telling you this because I've done videos already on the abandoned Biden, abandoned Harris people. And one of the co-chairs of that is a GOP operative and has been a GOP operative for over 20 years. His name is Khalid Tarani. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, and I really don't give a because you a GOP operative. Look how he's skinning and grinning with these conning and poop. Now, out of the 12 states that Cornel West is actually on the ballot, the Electoral College count only adds up to 96. You need 270 to win. And there is no way in heaven nor hell that man is going to win any of those states, let alone all of them. This ain't a movie, dog. Get the fuck out of our faces with the bull. And this gift right here is from the movie Head of State with Bernie Mac, rest in peace, and Chris Rock. This scene is exactly how I feel. Jill Stein, your is next. This conniving Russian op right here, but she's not just working for the Russians, she's working with the GOP, because look, Mike Flynn is right there. Next to who? Vladimir Putin. But let's go. Now, the Green Party has made some state ballot gains since my last video I did about this in September, right? And since they kicked Cornel West to the curb and picked up Jill again. They've gained Arizona, Hawaii, Minnesota, Missouri, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Utah, right? If she were to win all the states that she was on the ballot for, her miracle map would look like this, right? Hold on. I made it bigger for everybody. So Jill Stein, if she won every state where she was on the ballot, her electoral college count would look like this. Now, in all of those states, if every single Democratic voter chose to abandon Harris, plus all of the anti-Trump Republicans, plus all of the independents, all decided to vote for Jill Stein in those states, she would get 328 electoral college votes and win. 270 and 328 is a 58 vote spread, meaning that if she loses any combination of states that equal 58, Trump wins. Now let's come back to our lived and mathematical reality, right? Okay, this map shows how the country usually votes. All the states in blue and light blue usually lean Democratic. All the states in red and light red lean Republican. And the beige states are the swing states / battleground states, right? Look at California. California alone has 54 electoral college votes. And we know good and well Jill Stein is not winning California. So that means without California, she has a 4-vote spread between her and Trump. Meaning if she loses any other combination of states that equal 4, Trump wins. Okay? It is not about feelings. It is not about ideology. It is about math. And this is why those of us who understand the system and understand the math keep telling y'all that a vote for third party is a vote for Trump and the GOP. In a zero-sum game, every vote that does not count toward one team helps the other team. You have to think of the election like a pie that is cut into pieces, okay? Elections are a zero-sum game. When you cut and serve all the pieces of the pie, there's no pie left. That is what zero-sum means. The pieces of pie are our votes. The bigger that you cut third party votes or the couch votes for those of you idiots who want to stay at home and not vote for anybody or all that bullshit, the less pie there is between the two major parties. Here's the problem. One of the two major parties is guaranteed to win, baby. Okay? This is not, y'all got these ideas in your head that do not match up with the reality we are living. There is going to be either a Democrat or a Republican in our White House, period. And so if you want to optimize the Democrats' ability to win, then you need to vote Democrat. If you want to optimize the GOP's ability to win, what do? Get on ballots in swing states to split the vote and help the GOP like these third party mother like Jill Stein, Cornell West, and all these other are doing. The party with the biggest piece of pie after the election gets to make the laws that tell you how to live your life in this country. So do you want it to be the party that wants freedom for everybody, or do you want the party that is shoving patriarchal, white supremacist, Christo-fascist heteronormativity down your throat? Y'all always want to holler, scream, and shout about how our government is so terrible and how they don't do anything for us. But you know what your ass don't do? Strategically participate so that you can get what you need. Back to showing y'all how they conning you. Now ask yourself why anybody who understands math, who understands the system, and who understands the stakes at hand in 2024 is running for president when they know they have zero chance of winning. Money. From donors and from our taxes. Okay, so y'all know that little box on your 1040 form, your tax forms, that asks if you want to donate $3 to go to the presidential election campaign? Hold on. This little box right here. Pause to look at it. If a minor party can manage to get between 5% and 25% of the vote, they become eligible to receive a cut of those federal funds. And in my honest opinion, any party in this country prioritizing money when fascism is knocking at the door and threatening the safety and freedom of every marginalized community in this country, instead of building a coalition against that kind of fascism, your ass is a domestic terrorist op, i.e. Cornell West, Jill Stein, and any of these other this suspect, and AOC was right. This is just another tweet talking about Jill Stein's avoiding with the guy Russians in the GOP and how Cornell West slid his bed with these people because his campaign is losing money and he still owes $500,000 in taxes and child support. If these were really about the safety and freedom of American citizens, they would be working to stop the GOP from endangering and oppressing American citizens. That could look like building a coalition with the Harris Walls campaign, but are they doing that? No. Instead, they are conning your money and linking up with the GOP because the GOP has deep pockets. And if you think I'm wrong about coalition building, look at how RFK Jr. is coalition building with Trump. He spent millions and millions of dollars to get on the state ballots when they thought it would hurt Joe Biden. But now he's spending money suing to get off of those ballots where it would hurt Donald Trump. He dropped out and endorsed Donald Trump. He knows that this is a zero-sum game and he wants the GOP to win. And if Jill Stein and Cornel West actually cared about Palestine or America more than they cared about money, they would similarly build with the Democrats, because the Democrats and the progressives are the only parties trying to slow the weapons into Israel. The GOP wants Netanyahu and Israel to hurry up and finish the job. The difference is RFK Jr. doesn't need or want the money like they do. His bear butchering, worm brain, heroin addicted just wants power. And he knows if the GOP gets the bigger slice of pie at the end, he's going to get power in a cabinet position. Again, ask yourself why Jill Stein and Cornel West are not working with the Democrats to defeat the GOP. Because ain't nothing in it for they con and grifting. That's why. But also because defeating the GOP to increase Palestine's safety and America's freedoms are not their priority. They are con men who are exploiting your emotions for money. Stop being played and learn how to play